Welcome to this tutorial on using Schoolprint's ROES Events. ROES Events is a free and powerful workflow and order management module that allows you to customize and automate your school, sports, and other volume workflow. There's multiple ways to utilize this feature. There's manual data entry, which you can use your prepay order forms and type them directly into ROES. In ROES Events, you can actually set up a table similar to an Excel file. Another way would be to use subject card-based workflow, like a QR code or barcode to link data and subject information. This can be done on the chute, whether you are tethered or untethered. And the last way you can utilize the events features is by importing an existing data file like a Microsoft CSV file or a Google Sheet, allowing you to streamline your workflow by placing orders that are directly associated with your data. This means the ordering process is almost completely automated, other than using a quick review process before uploading to the lab. So let's go ahead and get started now. First thing you want to do is make sure that you select the correct catalog. We have a color-corrected catalog and a non-corrected catalog. You'll notice we have a welcome screen as well that you can always refer back to that gives you a little step-by-step of the basics. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the selected catalog drop-down, and I'm going to choose luster non-color adjusted. If it's the first time you've ever ordered with us, we highly recommend ordering evaluation prints. At this point, I'd like to make a few adjustments to ROES. Next, I'm going to click on the Events tab, and I'm going to click the plus sign at the bottom left-hand corner, type in the name of my event. You'll be able to refer back to these later. Make sure that event is highlighted and click Next. And here, you're going to click on the Import Data from a CSV file. You could also create an empty table set. That's the more manual way. So I'm going to go ahead and locate my data file, my Microsoft Excel CSV file. And you can see that it's been imported, and there are some options here. I checked the option for the first row does have field names, so that will be imported. This is where you choose packages this order will be associated with. I created an events demo section in ROES under my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and select the images that I want to use and locate that folder. And you can only click on one, but what it'll do is it'll open up the entire contents of that folder. Now, one thing that's really important, you only have to do this one time per package, is associate your fields. So I clicked on the Associate Fields button, and at this point what I'm going to do is drag my field headers into the template nodes, into the image nodes. So basically the file number is what we want to match with the image. So whatever file number was selected and they wanted to order, you drop that into the image node. That way it understands what JPEG will go into the template. So you make sure that you associate all of your fields, all of your image fields, all of your text fields if you do have them. You want to make sure that every image node is filled out. As you can see, the default is just a number 1, so I'm dragging and dropping the file number is what we called the file number is the name of our header here. Yours could be called image number or something else. And now you'll notice that we have our table up, we have our images, our image ID, our packages, and we have our file number. And now it's time to match our images with our data. Click Images, and from the drop-down, select Match Images. You'll notice the file number field is highlighted in blue, and it's giving me a prompt to ask me what I'd like to do next, and I click Use Thumbnails. Now, you'll notice nothing happened here, and I'm realizing now that this is a good example of a mistake where the data was not matching the files, meaning that my file numbers didn't have the .jpeg extension. So I'm going to make a quick fix here and just type in .jpg after each file name. If this was a larger file, then probably wouldn't want to do this so manually, and I would want to make sure that all my data is correct in the first place. So this is a good example of how you can make a mistake and correct it on the fly. I'm going to try to do this again. Click Use Images, and now you'll notice that the actual files, the JPEG numbers, have matched up with the data that was originating from the CSV file. So now we know which image goes with which data. Now that my images are matching the data fields, it's time to use the packages that I've created and let ROES know which packages are going to associate with the data field. So what I'm going to do is select the package column. Everything will be highlighted once you do that. Click the Use as Packages button, and you'll notice that when I did that, it's highlighted in pink. Pink indicates that we've done something wrong. So I just realized that my subject information settings and the formatting of the packages was set to the default. I'm going to go ahead and change that because my format is not following that. So mine is just a simple single letter package. So once I change the P/Q, everything matches now. And you'll notice that everything went from pink to blue, which means that everything is now matching perfectly. And we are just about ready to review the order and review the images and make sure that all of our packages are ready to go. So my next step is to start the review. Click OK, and I'm going to go ahead and review all of my records. And you'll notice that one of my packages has an image that's completely zoomed in. This is something you need to make sure you fix. You're going to go through rows, and once you're going through rows, this review process, you only have to adjust your packages one time. So if there's a certain crop that you don't like, or so if there's something going on with the packages where you need to zoom in or zoom out, you only correct it once. That change will apply to the rest of your packages thereafter. And once you're happy with the way the package is laid out and the images are settling into the templates, you can click the right arrow button and move on to the next package.